Picture this. You walk into a medieval castle in England and suddenly realize you're standing on the exact same floors that kings, queens, and probably a few sword fights once stood on. Now, think about the floors in your house, which start squeaking the moment you breathe near them. Flooring has some wild, entertaining stories, and today I'm going to share a few of them. Flooring isn't just something we walk on, it's a mix of history, science, and art that makes our everyday lives a little sturdier and a little more fascinating. Let's start with the past. Did you know the oldest known wooden floor dates back to 5000 BC? In Switzerland, archaeologists uncovered it beneath an ancient settlement on stilts over a lake. Imagine building a floor thousands of years ago without electricity, saws, or YouTube how-to videos. And some floors are practically immortal. Westminster Abbey in London still has the original mosaic floor from 1268. Think about that. It survived plagues, wars, coronations, weddings, and millions of footsteps every single year. If your floor lasts more than 15 years without a scratch, you brag about it. And that floor has lasted 750. Now, modern floors may not last centuries, but the science behind them is pretty amazing. Take vinyl plank flooring. It's made of multiple layers that make it waterproof, dent-resistant, and fade-resistant. Some brands even market it as pet-proof and kid-proof. Now, personally, I think the real test would be unleashing a herd of toddlers across it after a birthday party. And then there's the locking system. Manufacturers literally test these by hooking planks onto machines that pull them apart with hundreds of pounds of force. Compare that to old tongue and groove boards that squeak with every step, and it's a huge leap forward. Flooring is basically engineering that you walk on. Floors aren't only about strength, they're also a canvas. Ancient Romans used tiny stone mosaics to tell stories on their floors, and guess what? That idea is making a comeback. Today, there's a revival in tile artisanship, with modern craftsmen hand-cutting, painting, and arranging tiles onto elaborate patterns. It's not just about covering a space anymore. It's about creating one-of-a-kind designs that make the floor the centerpiece of the room. At industry shows, we're seeing bold, enthusiastic tiles, handmade mosaics, and even artists who treat floors like giant murals. In a way, flooring is circling back to its roots, where the ground beneath your feet isn't just functional, it's art. So, the next time that you step onto your floor, don't just think of it as a boring surface underneath your feet. Remember, it could be a piece of history, like a 700-year-old mosaic. It could be science in action, engineered to survive kids, pets, and parties. Or it could be art, carrying the creativity of modern artisans right into your home. Floors may be everywhere, but when you stop and look down, they're anything but ordinary.